Once upon a time, on the very top of a big green hill, there lived a little rock. He was not a big, grumpy boulder. No, not at all. He was a small, smooth, happy rock, the color of a yummy toffee. He had sat in the same spot for a very, very long time, watching the world go by. The sun would wake him up with a warm, gentle kiss each morning, making him feel all cozy. He loved to feel the soft grass tickling his sides and listen to the busy buzz of the bumblebees as they flew from flower to flower, collecting sweet nectar. What a lovely life it was, just sitting and watching. The little rock had many friends on the hilltop, but they were quiet friends. There was the tall, twisty oak tree that gave him shade when the sun was too bright. There were the little bluebells that would nod their heads to him in the morning breeze. He watched fluffy white sheep nibbling on the grass, looking like soft clouds that had fallen from the sky. The little rock would dream about the world down below. He could see a winding river that sparkled like a silver ribbon, and a forest that looked like a big green blanket. He often wondered what it would be like to see it all up close. Every day was much the same, and the little rock liked it that way. It was peaceful and calm. He knew the songs of the blackbirds and the chirps of the sparrows. He knew the exact moment the moon would pop up, big and round like a chapati in the sky. He felt safe and sound on his little patch of grass. What a fine spot this is, he would think to himself. Nothing ever changes here. He was quite content, but a tiny part of him, a very small, pebbly part, was just a little bit curious about an adventure. But adventures were for brave knights and big ships, not for a small, simple rock like him. Or so he thought. He spent his days counting the fluffy clouds and listening to the whispers of the wind. The wind was a playful friend. Sometimes it would hum a soft lullaby, and other times it would tell him stories of faraway places it had visited. The little rock loved these stories the most. He would imagine sandy beaches and tall, snowy mountains, all while sitting comfortably on his very own hill, feeling the sun warm his back. One bright Tuesday morning, the wind decided to play a new game. It was not a gentle, humming wind. Oh no, it was a big, gusty, playful wind. Whoosh! It whistled as it raced up the hill. It tickled the leaves on the old oak tree until they giggled and danced. It made the little bluebells sway as if they were dancing at a party. The wind swirled and twirled all around the little rock. "Hello, little rock," it seemed to say. "Are you ready for a new game? It's called Tumble and Roll." The little rock just sat there, feeling the mighty push. The wind took a big, deep breath, and then, whoosh! It blew with all its might, right against the little rock. For the first time ever, the little rock felt a wobble, a little wiggle, and then a tiny jiggle. He was no longer sitting still. Oh my, he thought as he tipped over just a little bit. The wind gave another playful puff, a bit stronger this time, and that was all it took. The little rock tipped, he toppled, and then he began to roll. Bump, bump, bump he went, slowly at first, over the soft grass. Down, down, down he tumbled. The world, which had always been so still, was now a blurry whirl of green and blue. The sky and the grass seemed to be mixing together like paint. Whee! He thought, a little surprised but not at all scared. It was like being on the most exciting ride at a fun fair. He rolled past the fluffy sheep, who looked up from their munching and bleated, "Bah! Have a fun trip!" The little rock couldn't answer. He was rolling too fast. The wind cheered him on, pushing him gently whenever he slowed down. This was a real adventure. He was no longer just watching the world. He was in it. He was moving. He was rolling. He was exploring. He bounced over a patch of daisies, their yellow centers like tiny, happy suns. He rolled over a little mound of soft earth, which felt like a fluffy pillow. He was seeing his hill from all new sides, discovering little nooks and crannies he never knew existed. The little rock was not afraid. He was excited. He wondered where he would stop and what new friends he might meet on his amazing journey down the hill. As the little rock tumbled on, he rolled right past a thorny bush. Hiding under a big leaf was a family of hedgehogs. A little baby hedgehog, with tiny soft spines, poked its nose out. "Hello!" squeaked the baby hedgehog. "You are rolling very fast. Where are you going?" The little rock, slowing for a moment, managed to call out, "I don't know. It's an adventure." The mother hedgehog smiled kindly and said, "Remember to be gentle with yourself, little roller. Even the strongest of us need to be careful." The little rock thought about this as he continued to roll, feeling a little wiser. His journey continued, and soon he bounced into a patch of soft, damp moss near a little stream. A cheerful green frog was sitting on a lily pad, catching flies with its long, sticky tongue. "Ribbit! Hello there, rolling stone!" croaked the frog. "You look like you're in a great hurry." The little rock tumbled to a stop near the water's edge. "The wind pushed me," he explained. The frog blinked its big, bulgy eyes and said, "Sometimes life pushes us where we need to go. Just enjoy the ride and see where the stream takes you." "Ribbit!" The rock felt happy, learning that sometimes it's okay to just go with the flow. With a gentle nudge from a friendly rabbit who was hopping by, the little rock started rolling again. This time, he rolled into the edge of the big forest he had only ever seen from far away. A wise old owl, perched on a low branch, opened one big, round eye. "Hoo, hoo! A visitor!" he hooted softly. "You have come a long way from the top of the hill." The little rock felt very proud. "Yes, I have," he said. The owl nodded slowly and advised, "Always keep your eyes open, little one. There is something new to learn in every corner of the world." The rock promised he would. His adventure was filled with so many new friends and so much good advice. He met a busy squirrel who was burying nuts for the winter. "It's always good to plan ahead," the squirrel chattered, before scurrying up a tree. He rolled past a beautiful butterfly, who taught him that change can be a wonderful thing, turning from a crawling caterpillar into a flying beauty. Each animal he met was kind and helpful. The little rock felt his heart fill with warmth. The world was not a scary place at all. It was full of friendly faces and useful lessons. The little rock was rolling much more slowly now. The hill was not so steep anymore. He gently bumped and rolled through a field of colorful wildflowers. There were red poppies, yellow buttercups, and purple lavender. The air smelled sweet and lovely. He could hear the gentle gurgle of the winding river nearby, the one that looked like a silver ribbon from the top of the hill. He rolled to a gentle stop in a patch of soft, green moss, right beside a beautiful, fragrant rosebush. He felt tired from his long journey, but it was a happy kind of tired. He looked around. This new place was wonderful. The sun shone through the leaves of a willow tree, making dappled patterns on the ground. A family of ladybirds crawled over his smooth surface, tickling him gently. He could listen to the soft music of the river all day long. This was a perfect place to rest. He was not on the top of the hill anymore, but he wasn't sad. He had new friends and new sights to see. A little robin landed on the rosebush and began to sing a beautiful, happy song, as if to welcome him to his new home. The little rock thought about his big adventure. He had been a bit wobbly and uncertain at first, but it had turned out to be the best day of his life. He had learned from the hedgehog to be gentle. He had learned from the frog to enjoy the journey. The wise owl had told him to always be curious. The little rock felt very grateful to the big, playful wind that had started his adventure. He was still the same small, toffee-colored rock, but now he felt bigger on the inside, filled with happy memories and new wisdom. He settled into the soft moss, feeling safe, sound, and very content. He could still see the top of the hill far, far away, and he smiled. It was a good home, but this was a good home too. He had learned that home is not just one place, but anywhere you feel happy and loved, and right field, surrounded by flowers, by the singing river, and with the memory of all his new friends. The little rock felt very happy indeed. He was ready for all the new, quiet adventures that his lovely new home would bring.